Starting a new school year can be nerve-wracking, and having to move to a different country can be even more stressful. Today, we'll learn about the life of an exchange student here on this edition of School Talk. Hello Warwick, and welcome to a brand new season of School Talk coming to you from the television studio right here at Warwick Valley High School. I'm Nick DeLeo, and I'm thrilled to host this show for yet another year. My thanks to the video production class and Mr. Dan Ciccone for inviting me back. Today we have a foreign exchange student, Laura V, and she comes to us from Spain. Laura, welcome to School Talk.
Thanks.
It's so nice to have you here. My first question to you and to everybody who's here at Warwick Valley High School is, what was the draw to coming to the United States to study?
It has always been my dream, like being in the United States and study, because I think it's more practice than in Spain. Like here you see the subjects in a different way, and I always want to see how it is. So I think that's one of the most important reasons.
Excellent. What is a typical day like at your home school back in Spain? And then in turn, how does it differ from our school day here in the US?
At first, the schedules are completely different because in Spain, we start school at 9 o'clock and we ended at 3 o'clock. And our lunch is after school.
Okay.
So it's completely different because here you have the lunch at 10:30, and then you continue with your classes, and then you end the end of the day. So that's one of the most strange things here.
I'm going to stay on this question for a minute to our control room with you. Therefore, you just said you start classes at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
How do you like starting classes at 7 here? 7:40 to be exact.
It's complicated. It's complicated, but it's really fine because I'm more wake up and I have more energy. I don't know, it's different, but I like it.
You don't mind the 7:40 in the morning?
No.
Good. Well, you have me in the morning, yes, so I'm full of energy in the morning, so I get it. So tell everybody at home, what is the process that you went through to become an exchange student here in the U.S.? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, at first I have to think about what things and what are the reasons I want to come to United States.
Okay.
And when I know the reasons and what I want, why I want to come here, I start talking with an agency that moves with different schools of different states of United States.
Okay.
And they show us different schools that we can choose. I choose this school because I was thinking that it was really interesting and has a lot of things to offer.
Okay.
And then I have an interview with the consular of here, Mrs. Fox.
Okay. From our guidance department.
Yes, and they accept me. So then we bought the flight and I came here. And that's the reason why I'm here. Okay.
And now how long did it take for that process to go through? Is it short or long?
No, it's really long. It's 6 months more or less, because the family of you are hosted, they have to choose you, so you have to write a card, so a letter, so they can choose you because of if you are the family more or less.
Okay. Excellent.
If you adapt there.
So looking back now, you came to the U.S. sometime in August or really September? When did you come here?
I came the 31 of August.
Okay, so you're here just 22 days or 23 days. So what are you seeing are some of the cultural differences between America in general, or American teenagers, and Spanish teenagers?
Okay, at first it's completely different, the things that you do here, because it's more you don't improve plants, they are do the plans and then you have to go. In Spain, it's like if you don't have any plan, you only meet with your friends. Like that's different here. And also the schedules are completely different. Like the way like you get dinner earlier, so you also come home earlier.
Okay.
Than in Spain. In Spain, like we probably like met like until late, and then we have dinner because it's like we have different.
That's right. You're doing great. I know you're trying 2 languages at once. It's amazing.
Different like schedules. So that's one of the difference. Like here, that you met like earlier, and you have like the things earlier, and you like here. I have seen that you go really fast in everything. Like in Spain, it's like we take all with relax and calm, and we're like more relaxed. And here, yeah, like you do anything, and you like start the next one, and you start the next one. So it's like,
so
oh my God.
We're more fast-paced.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. What is, I'm going to go off script for a minute, but because I really want to know, what's a similarity then between Spanish students in your high school and American students?
Okay.
Something that's the same.
Yes, I think that one of the same things is like people are the same. Like they have the same, like they are really kind. They try to include you in the groups.
Okay.
If you have any problem, like they are going to help you.
Good.
So at that point, like all of us, we are persons. So I think that that's one of the things that make us like be together and unite.
I love that answer. Awesome. So you said that you purposely chose Warwick, New York.
Mm-hmm.
You get here on 31 August. What was the surprise that you had when you finally got to Warwick that you didn't know?
It was incredibly big. Like everything was really big, and I get lost with everything. So it was like, when I come here, it was like, I don't know where was anything, because it's like everything big, everything completely different. That's one of the worst things that happened to me.
Eventually, hopefully you'll get to the city. Have you done that yet?
No, I haven't gone.
You got to get on that. If you think Warwick is big, wait till you get to New York. The video communication students write some of the questions every week. In fact, they write a lot of them. And there's always one in there that I just always find very funny. So they want me to ask you, how are school lunches different from Spain and here in the US? Okay,
here the lunches are more unhealthy than in Spain.
Okay.
In Spain, like we have the first plate, the second plate, and the dessert that is usually like a piece of fruit.
Okay.
So at first we have like some vegetables or pasta, and then we have the second that is or fish or meat.
Okay, fish or meat, okay.
Yes, and then we have like the dessert that it's usually be a piece of fruit, like
piece of fruit.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. And they have lunch periods. You stop for the day and go and eat?
Yes.
That's great. They want to know next, because a lot of our students, especially our seniors, we have seniors in the VideoCom program, are getting ready for college or the military or to go into business or things along those lines. How is post-high school, after you get out of high school, your education, how back in Spain do they prepare you for your life after high school?
We have like, it's different because these 2 years, like the senior year and the junior year, are like baccalaureate, and it's like optional in Spain. So if you want to go to college, you have to take that 2 years that it prepares you to exam that is called a BAU in Spain, and you have to like get the higher grade that you can do.
Okay.
And then that's why, like with that note you can enter to a college, but they don't prepare you like to college. You have to choose your.
You do it yourself.
Yes, yes.
Via those 2 extra years or those 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. So people who want to go into business or want to go to job or go into the military, they have a different educational path?
Not at all. They have to do like the baccalaureate. Everyone that want a career, they have to do the baccalaureate.
Okay.
And then they do the exam, like the BAU, and then they get the grades, and then you see if you can enter in the career that you want or not.
Okay, that's interesting. Awesome. What advice would you give a student who's considering going into a foreign exchange program? Any advice?
The first thing, I think that you have to be really open and trying to talk with everyone, because you don't know what people are going to be the kindest, what people are going to help you more. So I think that my advice is to talk with everyone.
Okay.
You don't know what you are going to deserve for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think that one of the greatest things that you can do is talk with every people.
When you were getting ready to put your application in and come here, did you sit down with former students who already did the program?
Yes.
And then they imparted on you their experience?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I know we're only a few weeks in, and you're going to be because you're my student too, you're going to be together for a whole year. What's one thing that you've seen already here at Warwick Valley High School that you would like to bring back to Spain? Has anything come up yet, or is it still too early?
I love the way that you do the classes. Like you stay in the class, you do the class, and then you go to the next period. And I like that a lot because you don't have like your friends in class that distracts you and make you being in other things and not in the class. I like that a lot, and also the relationships that you have with your teachers. Like they are so helpful. They try to do your best. Like they try you to be best in everything. So that's one of the things that I could bring for Spain.
You'll bring back.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, it was great having you here, and I wish you the best of luck this year. I hope you get to enjoy everything, and we're taping this during Spirit Week 2022, so tomorrow you get to experience an American pep rally, so enjoy it to its max. So I want to thank Laura V. for being with us today, and thank you for joining us for this edition of School Talk. For more information about the Foreign Exchange Student Program, you can email the head of guidance, that's Mrs. Mary Fox, at mfox@wvcsd.org. I'm Nick DeLeo, and as always, thanks for watching School Talk.